If you look at our organic performance, which is what I look at, the top line grew at 4.5%, so this is taking currency out. And our profits, organic profits, grew basically in line with that. So it was strong performance, very broad-based around the world. We had good growth in every region.
So to what extent have headline profits been flattered by the weaker pound?
I mean, if you look at this full year, our revenues purely by currency will go up $1.4 billion. Our profits will go up $460 million, just the currency effect. But the way we manage the business, measure our managers and drive performance, we take currency out of it. So the team in the US gets no benefit for a strong dollar because we measure everyone on a constant currency basis, and that's what we're incented on.
Now, you were quite a strident voice in the business community against a Brexit vote. 6 months on from the referendum, do you still have reservations?
No, I think we are where we are. The public have decided, and I'm pleased that the government has laid out a clear path forward. For us specifically, the implications now are Europe, not much change, because regardless of the European outcome, there will not be tariffs in our category in spirits. There are a few markets in the rest of the world, like a Korea and a South Africa, where there are free trade agreements with the EU. I fully expect the UK government will get as good terms with those countries. And then on the upside, I think there are markets where the UK could go crack new free trade agreements, like in India, which would be very positive for Diageo.
So Scotch whisky has done really well for you in this half. What's behind that?
Well, whiskey is hot. And what's wonderful to see around the world is that there's a real growing demand. The people are really into the quality of whiskey. They're drinking better. They're trading up in the United States, in Europe, and in the emerging markets. So there's definitely a whiskey renaissance happening in the world. And Diageo is the leader in the space. And our marketing and brand building and sales execution gives us the ability to outperform the market.
Now, looking more widely at the global economy, there are lots of concerns this year about growth, whether it's in Europe or China. How do you assess the situation? What are the headwinds as you see them?
Well, the world is choppy. And I'd say, I mean, just in our business, if you look at places like Brazil and Nigeria and Russia, I mean, they clearly are tough and difficult. However, on the other hand, if you look at places like Colombia and Mexico and East Africa, a lot of Africa where the GDP growth is good, India and China we feel good about. The strength of Diageo is we have the resilience of a geographic footprint that we can absorb some of the tougher challenges.